Terra Mystica, a land of fantasy and wonder, and I've taken exactly 5 minutes to get some strategy on how to play. This is Legendary Tactics. I've played a fair bit of Terra Mystica, but strangely, I've only ever really limited myself to a handful of the factions. I have not played all 14 factions, and I haven't played any of the Fire and Ice expansion factions either. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do my 5-minute strategy series with Terra Mystica. And I thought I would start with the Giants because, oddly, this is the faction that I have started with. I've played with the most. It's the one that I started Terra Mystica with. So I've heard they're not the easiest, but they're actually the ones that I am most familiar with. So I did have 5 minutes to kind of study some strategy, and they really kind of recommended starting of D6 and also D11 or perhaps A9, but basically D6 and D11 was key, but D6 was also recommended. So I'm going to place my dwelling there, and hopefully we'll get a decent setup with the rest of everyone here. So who am I up against? Let's see here. I'm up against the Alchemists. They're all about money, if I remember correctly. The Nomads, the Orin, and I know the Orin are not highly ranked, so they may be pretty easily defeatable, and the Halflings. Now, if you haven't seen this app before, they do have this for Android. They also have it on Steam for PC. I think it's actually a pretty good implementation, pretty smooth. And there's a very interesting article online, I'll post it in the description, about how they designed their AI for this particular game and how challenging it was, and not in a way that you might expect. It was actually really interesting because they said that they actually tried to develop one of those neural, what do they call them? Where the computer learns from itself. It plays against itself millions of times and basically teaches itself how to play. At any rate, the article found that they actually couldn't improve the AI using that way with this game. There's just too much variation, too much to take into consideration, unlike, say, chess or even Go, which in some ways is more straightforward because you don't have different unit types to worry about, and different buildings and all this abilities and all that stuff. So they actually found that they went with more or less a straight decision tree to basically create the AI, and they were just as happy with that as they were with anything else. So at any rate, I am in a very, very crowded space here, so I'm going to be terraforming there's the third nomad civilization. I'm going to be breaking up this party. I'm going to try and wedge myself nicely between the different factions there that are crowding me out. Oh boy. Well, I took the halfling went and took what was going to be the best bonus tile for me, which was building a stronghold gets you 4 victory points and 2 bonus workers, because that was what I needed. So I feel like this bonus tile at the end is kind of it's not really helping. I just have to see what's available. Yeah, that's the one I didn't need, because a single spade does me nothing. Does me no favors. I suppose I could take the priest, because the priest will help me to develop my spade work. I'm wondering if that might be something to get on right away. The strategy articles seem to suggest that, so. Very intimidating music here. Okay, so I'm going to go for Which bonus tile should I take? This is kind of tricky. The shipping one is also kind of interesting here because I do get some power out of it, and power is always good for the giants. But the shipping can get me across to that other territory. I can definitely get some connections going there. That could be good. I'm trying to wedge myself in between all the factions, try and break them up, so they're going to have a hard time getting cities and all that fun stuff. Everyone's really crowded in this. It seems a bit odd. I would have thought they would have taken something that's a little broader. But maybe the shipping one is actually not a bad choice. I don't really see any compelling reason. The priest is also a good one, though. Maybe I'll just take this one for now. And the reason being that, oh, good. Placing the stronghold is a good thing. So I need to place that stronghold as fast as possible. And so we're getting all of our stuff here. Might actually speed up the animation on this one in the settings. You can do that. I love this giant music. Dun dun dun. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna tone down that that music there. It's a little bit too much. It seems like it's just an on and off switch. It's not really something that's a good thing. So I have the shipping bonus. So why don't I just what do I need to get? Need to make sure that I need 4 workers and $6 to get, but I'm gonna need yeah, you know what, I need everything I can get because I need all 6 workers just to get that stronghold. It's going to cost me all the money I've got too. So yeah, so I'm going to upgrade, and yeah, well, what we'll upgrade right in the heart of things here. We'll see who is going to leech some power, but I think it's a good spot to have that. So I need to get the stronghold up because the special ability that grants me is I can just play on the orange tile there, and I can get 2 spades. So I can I'm guaranteed to advance 1 new space basically every single turn. And if I get that right out of the gate, that's something that can help me with getting cities. And so we'll have to see how this goes. This is going to be pretty interesting here. I want to be able to make sure that you guys can follow as well. So maybe I don't think I'm going to speed up the animation just because I want you to be able to follow what's happening, even if it is a longer video. It's something that I think is instructive for newer players, especially as they're trying to figure out this amazing game. I mean, this game is really, it deserves the high praise that it has gotten over the years. And yes, I'll take. At this point, I'm not too worried about victory points. I'm happy to take the power, because I've got all my power in bowl 2 right now, which is good, and I want to get that to bowl 3 so I can buy some of those extra things. So I'm just gonna upgrade to the stronghold. I think that'll give me 5 victory points as well. So we're gonna upgrade, and there goes all my workers too. So unfortunately, that shipping bonus might have actually been a bit of a waste in the end. Yeah, I can probably exchange some power and get a couple more workers just to make it worthwhile, because I want to make sure I can benefit from the the shipping bonus that I have, and I want to be able to get across to disrupt a lot of plans that the other side might have. Oh, he's going onto the cult track. Now, interestingly, when I read the article, they actually said, view the giants as missionaries. They're actually great to get priests. You want to have, a lot of... oh, there's another stronghold going up. So that's 5 victory points. You want to actually have a lot of priests and get on the cult tracks, especially fire and air, because that would be, for the giants, you do start out with a bit of an advantage with on the one spot on those tracks, so it's not a bad idea. And I'm glad to see I haven't been hemmed in here very, very much. So there's a good chance I'm going to terraform. You know what? I may need to. I'm going to take. Oh, wow, he's all right. He's upgrading some stuff. And I'm going to take some more power. It's going to cost me 2 victory points, but I think this is worth it because I want to be able to access the tiles without the... oh, sorry, I got to find it here. It's been a while since I've played this. I want to be able to get these workers here, so that will give me the ability. And that, yeah, so... cost me a couple victory points, but I think it'll be worth it in the end because I'm going to be able to build a couple of more settlements here. So that is going to be worthwhile. So I'm going to be able to go in this, if this is, I guess, D11, D6, 7, 8. So D9 I'll be able to go into with the shipping bonus, which is kind of my plan from the outset. And I'm also going to terraform this swamp here, and that will give me a potential bridge over. I'm looking long term. Oh, darn it. All right, I guess I'm not doing that then. I guess that was anticipated. So, all right, well, we'll have to gain 3 power. I'm not gonna lose the victory points this time. It's getting too costly. I want to make sure I'm still in the race. I was 1 turn late for that. That would have been really perfect. But I'm going to split everything up with this other terraforming thing. And I think I get 1 power for free out of there. They're buying up favor tiles. So I got a free power out of that, which is good. Power is good. And yes, so this is going to be tricky. So the halfling, oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's upgrading. Interesting. Going to a temple, he's going to grab another. Gee, they're taking a lot of those tiles away. Yikes. They're moving on up that track. 3 power. Okay, you know what? I'll take it this time. I don't know if it's the best move. It's been a while since I've played, so I've lost my touch. But because my plan is to play every one of these factions in the next little while, we're going to literally be playing every single faction. I should be pretty sharp at this game by the end. So, and I'm going to divide these guys up here, and I will place a settlement. So I did that about as fast as I possibly could. Well, they're sacrificing a lot of victory points, which I'm fine with. I'm right where I was at the beginning. But I've got 12 power in bowl 2, so that's not too bad. I haven't had to burn any power yet to accomplish anything, which is nice. Oh yeah, everyone upgraded their stronghold or temple this turn. I guess the victory points were just too good to be true. Now I'll see about the nomad. I could see already a path for a pretty decent, civilization. I'm gonna at least have a chance to disrupt it, because I'm going to build a settlement right across there, and then maybe we can kind of cut them off at the pass. There's also the option of going south there to the forest just off the coast of the tile I just developed. I believe is that D, E, F, G, H, 6 or 7. I think that's the one. H7. So if I can disrupt that one, then I think I can kind of disrupt what the Nomad is planning. Oh, all right. He is doing some terraforming. That's interesting. Why on earth would he do that? I guess that's as far as he could develop it. Oh boy, that's going to be shoot. I don't know if that's something that I should jump on while the opportunity presents itself. It could be an easy city. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe I will. Just because there's a chance for an easy city. All I need to do is terraform that one forest, and then I'm going to be on kind of an easy street for that. So I'm okay with that. I can live with that. I've still got time, I think, before the nomads are going to be an issue. So I hope, and we'll see how this goes. But ideally, I mean, I've got a vision for a couple cities. I don't know if I'll get the longest continuously linked things, but I think I could be a good challenger for that. There's a good through thing through here for the giants to get a bunch of. If I can get my shipping up to 1, then I can get a pretty decent distance with that one city, and then the other one also. We can connect it all that way as well. So that could be very good. So I'll have to get some shipping going at some point. It's going to be a very interesting choice here. Now I'm surprised that the halflings are not as high up in the victory point totals as I thought they might be. Interesting. All right. Now I have to say I really do like the way they did the menu for this game. I think it's really slick because it does give you a good idea as to what actions are possible. I'm going to pass right now. I think about middle of the pack when it comes to the passing. What do I need here? Money would be good. And I could take some advancement on the cult tracks as well, so I'll take that. So overall, I think I'm okay with my position. I definitely see where a couple cities could grow here. Obviously, the opponents probably see it also, but I think we've actually got a pretty good, chance here. We got a good worker income. Okay, so upgrading. Oh shoot. Okay, water cult gives. Well, you know what? I don't need to worry about the cult part of that because it doesn't really matter. I'm wondering if I should start getting some priest income though sometime soon. That might be handy. But anyway, we're doing okay. He's spending. Oh, he's getting the money. Darn it. Well, he's burned through a bunch of power though, so we'll see. I've still got all of it, which is awesome. But it's not necessarily going to be a smooth ride. I really need. They are just racing up the cult tracks, which I do not like. I just haven't had a chance to get there. But I'm going to terraform that one beside the halflings there. I'm going to see if I can possibly get to. Yeah, he's going to improve his digging. I'm wondering if I can possibly get that all linked up there. I think that'd be really neat if we could. Okay, so I'm going to go there. And I'm going to pick this one. And we're going to pick this shovel one. As I said, I think the interface on here is really, really good. I love how it shows you all the options, so you can see exactly what you have available. We're going to place a dwelling on there, and I think you can see where I'm headed with this. More or less slicing the board in half, and if I can get my shipping up to 1, which I need to spend $4 and a priest to do that, then I think that will be a pretty good move. So yeah, I'm falling a bit behind in the victory points here, but I feel like I'm getting, once I get my city going, this should be pretty good. And I could always go for a bridge as well if need be. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I think if I can connect that with the bridge, I think we might have a first city here. And that would be cool. That'd be very good. And I'm looking to spend some of that power as well, but I can't take the risk the halfling's going to dig that thing under, so I'm going to have to build my settlement there. And yeah, as I said, just try and keep, if I can drive a wedge across the middle of the board, that's going to be a nice separation. But I also see the nomads going around the back way there, across the top of the board, I should say, and they may have a good run, so I can't let that one. I might have to take the shipping next turn again just to make sure I can disrupt there, get there. Let me see. So I have 4 power. It's a little bit premature. Oh, the favor tiles. That would be another great thing to get. Jeez, so many options. It's what's great about this game. What's also really frustrating about this game. I could get 6 shovels, and I could, or 6 power, and I could build. Anyway, I better just build my civilization here. Otherwise, it could be gone. The opportunity could be gone. And maybe I can upgrade. I can just spend, I think it's 1 power per. So how much power is it per dollar can I get? I better see what they're up to. Shoot. What was he up to? Oh, I think he's. What's the exchange rate again? I gotta remind myself. It's 1 power per coin, so that's good. I can probably upgrade that then. That'll give me at least some money, and I can still get a bridge if I want to. The bridge does save a bit in shipping. I can get my city faster, which is good. And then, yeah, just trying to like, those Orin there, just quietly building away. I can't really do much to stop them. I'm gonna do an upgrade here, and I'm gonna upgrade this one. Oh, this one will give him power, but at the cost of victory points, so I'm gonna knock them down a bit. Yes, so it's gonna pay it with 1 power. And upgrade that guy, take some victory points as a result. And he's gonna take the power, so it's gonna knock him down a bit. Might help him out in the end, in the end there, but I think it also helps me. The bridge is not usually purchased that often in this game, so it's still available. At the moment, I think that would be the best use of the 3 power that I have. And because I got a one-time bonus with the 4 power was my one-time bonus with the stronghold. And we've already got some people passing. Terra Mystica is kind of interesting as well because it's only 6 turns, I believe, and it is definitely it can go by pretty darn quickly as well if you're not careful. You really have to make sure you're maximizing things. Do I want power? No, I don't think so. It's just too tough taking all these victory point hits. I've done this before where I've played a game where it really just was not helpful. I ended up really hurting myself by trying to take too many victory points. All right. So where can I advance? Where do it make sense? Doesn't really give me much of anything at the moment. Guess I'll choose air. At least that gets me ahead. Yeah, get some motion on the cult track there. And then I'll spend some power and build the bridge, and I think that'll give me a city, if I'm not mistaken. And that will be a nice city, because as I said, it cuts the globe in half for in large part, so it's going to be hard for people to connect. And I'm going to be one of the last people here going. I'm passing last, but it's because I feel I can do something still. And I'm going to buy the bridge, and I'm going to put it right here to right here and connect, and that gives me the town, which is what I wanted. Now what do I choose for that? Well, I've already talked about improving my digging, and oh geez, I don't know. This one has some really intriguing choices here too. You can advance 2 steps on each of the cult tracks. Ah, man. But those victory points would be sweet. I don't know even if the priest would be a good choice, or the power maybe. Power one's a good compromise because I can potentially go for the $7 with the power. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the 6 here. My choices that I was considering was either the priest and get 9 victory points, which is obviously good. It also kind of helps me towards my goal, but I'm hoping I can actually use my power to buy the priest in the next turn. And I was thinking about the money, but I'm also thinking I can use the power to buy the 7 tile. So I think I'm going to do that, and it's going to give me a decent amount of victory points as well. I don't know if that was the best move, but we're kind of lined up in a good spot for... No, and he just took the priest one, so that's not good. And I think I have to pass here. What options are still available? Let's see here. No, I don't. I'm going last, so that's the only problem. But I'm going to pass here, and we'll see what we can get. All right. Like planning on upgrading. I don't know if the shipping one might be good to take again. Get another bunch of power that way. God, yeah, you know what? This gives... You know what? This one here might actually be pretty good because I've got a lot of dwellings on the board right now. That would be a pretty sweet victory point. Oh, towns give me 5. Well, yeah, I should have made... Who knows? It would have been an extra 5 victory points. Yeah, that would have been nice. So anyway, maybe we can look to upgrade to a not a temple, but a. Oh, I need to look at my thing. Not like the big temple, but these things. I maybe need a favor tile, and I definitely need a priest as income. So I think I'm going to do that. And he buys the priest out from under me. And hopefully the Orin. I'm hoping to have a bit of a power advantage, as I said, because I've got all my power. They've been burning through the Orin. Like 3 of the races are down to 6 power. Man, are they ever racing up the cult track, though. I don't know if I can catch them there, but there might be other ways that we can affect things. So, oh, and his digging is now super cheap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence that I'm actually doing well here, and everyone probably is screaming at the screen and saying, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" So. So I am going to, geez, I really need to increase my shipping. Okay. That's not really what I want to do here. I need to buy stuff with my power. Oh, the money's gone and the priest is gone. That is not good. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. That is not what I was hoping for. I think maybe we will terraform right there, and we'll get another settlement down. I don't see that as a bad move. It may not be an urgent move, but it is definitely... Now, why did that cost me all that power? Well, I guess because I didn't have the money. Hang on. Go back. I think I misplayed that. I think I want to do this. And that one should be without using any power. And that one should be without using any power, so that's perfect. That is what I meant to do. And actually, you know what? I can build a bridge. I need to get one of these. 2 and 5. Oh, that's going to be a lot of money. It's 3 power. But I can do it. Okay. I'm thinking maybe of building another bridge across. Maybe even a couple bridges. We'll see. Because I do want to get across to that other space. And I do see that my second town forming here, so this could be good. The one advantage to taking those the towns with the advancement on the cult tracks, though, is that's a permanent upgrade. And so, you know, it can get you a lot of points. The 8 power is good, but you got to be able to convert it into something. I don't know what town I'll take next. I may be more leaning towards... yeah, you know what? I might... Yeah, you know what? I might actually take the one that upgrades to shipping. It depends on where we're at. We'll see. Let's cross that bridge when we get there. So, let's see what options I have here. Okay. So I'm going to upgrade this guy. And yeah, he's going now. Choose a favor tile. Smaller towns or 3 spaces on the cult tracks. Those are always good. Oh, jeez. 4 power every turn. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really tricky decision. 6 strength cities is kind of attractive, but gee. Yeah, I could probably afford to buy another one of these. Since I've been so power focused, I'm wondering maybe if this is actually the best one, is to take the 4 power every turn and just get it cycling through. And that boosts me on that table there. Because I think if I can just, it's a bit of a long kind of play here, but if I can keep my power up, because as I said, I haven't burned through any of it, and everyone else has, and they may yet burn through more. And so by the end of the game, I may have, we got 6 turns, we're still halfway through here. I may have an opportunity to basically to just outpower, to spend the power every turn on money and priests and whatever else. So it's not something I intended per se, but I think it's something that could be very useful. So in the end. And I have enough power to build the bridge I've got just enough power to build the bridge and build another settlement on the other side. And with my bonus tile this round, that should give me a decent amount of victory points. I'm not first, but I'm not, well, I guess I'm second last, but I have a feeling this could be a good turn for me if I play it right. But, jeez, you just look at God, look at these guys. The alchemists, they are growing like weeds. That is not good. Oh, I want to spend money on a bridge. And as I said, what's nice about the bridge is that the bridge no one really competes for them. I find there's very few people that compete for the bridge. So yeah, so my 5 minutes of strategy, basically, just to break that down while we have a moment here, is you want to build the stronghold as quickly as possible. As I said earlier, that gives you the ability to terraform one space regardless, and it doesn't cost anything. Just take the action, and you get 2 shovels, and you can terraform a space to your liking, and that is very powerful. You want to get the stronghold bonus. Obviously, you get some power with that as well. The bonus tile is 6 coins, which doesn't happen to be in this game, would actually be a very good choice generally. And the one with 2 workers as well is also generally a good choice. Oh, taking that big advancement up the cult tracks. Jeez. Look at that. Oh, yikes, look at the Orin go. That is crazy. Jeez, okay. And another pass there. And I've still got some stuff I can do here. And I'm going to and it just cost me a couple of power. But now I've got big time power income coming through. So the only problem with having a 12 power though is it doesn't cycle as fast. I've been pretty fortunate so far, I think, in sort of taking bonuses and so forth. But that might begin to work against me. I might want to burn off a couple power just to get a smaller amount that just cycles through quickly. Jeez, those nomads are growing fast. Yikes. At the moment, the Orin have pulled ahead, but I don't know where they go from here, in all honesty. I just don't know. I guess just keep building out that town, I guess. I don't know where that how that helps. I guess building the longest continuous city, obviously, which I could match if I really boosted my shipping like crazy. I could actually take that for sure, but I'm going to pass here because there's nothing else I can do. And is it time? Well, I've got one priest income already. Huh. But is that enough? We're going to be beginning turn 4. Shoot. What's my income at? I don't have a lot of income at the moment. So maybe I have to take the income one. Just to give me some options. The cult track is not a bad thing either. I did rack up some points with my tile there, which is good. So this is, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm in that bad of a shape. I'm definitely in the running. I may not be exactly dominating here, but do I want to gain 4 power at the expense of 3 victory? You know what? I would love 4 power, but not at the expense of 3 victory points. That's just too steep. I just can't. I can't afford it right now. It's the race is too tight here, and yeah. So we'll see. At least I wasn't the last to pass. I'm going to be right in the middle of the pack this time. So. And I should be able to get another town coming right up. If I'm not mistaken. Now, this will probably be the only town. It looks like I'm kind of hamstrung. I'm only going to be able to have 2 towns. But that's fine. I can make it work. That's a lot of points. And potential advantages. Yeah, I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if I build another bridge, they're going to terraform me out of there. And I don't really have to worry about blocking the nomad per se. I don't know if I really can at this point. It almost might be worth just ramping up the shipping like crazy. That might be my best move to get the longest sequence of territory, because that would certainly do it. And I could do it. It's not going to be pretty, but I could do it. Alternatively, if I had shipping up to 2 and I got across the bay there, that could also work. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be interesting. So he's going to power up the track. And I just feel like we're running out of time. We're just past the halfway point, but it definitely feels like I'm running out of time. I'll just have to see. And it looks like I can finally spend some power to get some stuff. And you know what? Maybe I should have taken that priest tile, but he gets a priest. Darn it. Lots of victory points too. Sheesh. All right. Well, I can finally spend power to get... I can buy a priest, or I can get $7. I'm gonna spend and get $7. And I've only burned 1 power so far, which is great. So if we can just continue this, yeah, I don't know. Can't afford to buy a bridge now, but I can definitely upgrade my shipping, and that helps out. And I can, shoot, what's the bonus tile for this turn? Shoveling, 2 victory points. And then putting down one of the temples, and then settlements. Oh, that's dwellings you place. Huh. Yeah, you know what? They blocked me there. I took way too long to get there, which is fine. They're not going to be able to hurt my plans too badly here. Oh, he's buying a bridge. No one ever buys a bridge, just me. And the halfling. So, that's interesting. But I'm still hoping that this long play for the power can possibly work, because the other sides don't have very much power, and if I can pour it on in the last few turns, that could be really good. Jeez, look at those things. They're multiplying like crazy. Okay, so we're going to boost the shipping, which gives me a couple of victory points at least. I like how, you know, spending things like on digging ability or shipping gives you victory points, because sometimes it's not a high priority, you know, kind of thing. I've got just enough time actually to get my shipping to 3, and I think that'll give me a pretty good... I got a pretty good shot at the longest territory that way, the biggest territory, because I'm going to connect my 2 towns, and that could be pretty decent at the end of the day. That could be pretty decent. Now it kind of nullifies the bridges that I got, but well, I only spent power on them. There's nothing else better to do with that, I'm sure. Yikes. Well, tied for second last right now. And he just got another, jeez. Wow, 6 victory points for that move. Oh, the shovels did it. And, but I should be able to reap the benefits of that also. So all is not lost in that sense. Man, look at those alchemists. They are just growing like weeds. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta go onto my menu here and choose. I can advance up one of the cult tracks as well. Right there. Plenty of workers, plenty of money. I'm in good shape that way. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, I think a couple more spots and I will have a pretty, you know what, that one tile there. Gain 2 power at the cost of 1 victory point. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I can take that exchange. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I can... it does cycle, my power does cycle less frequently, but it's really nice when you fill up bowl 2 with 11 power, and every time you get power, you just cycle it right into bowl 3 where it can be used right away. Look at that. Now we're at full power there. And I got a lot of little settlements around, so anytime anyone upgrades, it's it's definitely a good thing for me. So we're going to upgrade, I think, I think I have to basically make sure I've got some income. I'm going to have to upgrade one of these settlements here. And yeah, I could potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need, yeah, I could get another town this turn. I might take the extra shipping, actually. That might be a good choice. So I'm gonna actually not him. He's gonna be too expensive. Upgrade him. Yes, that's the one. Give me some income every turn, which would be great. That's the one thing I've been lacking. It gives me only 2 income, but I've got 7 workers coming in. I think those guys are pretty much interchangeable, aren't they? Let's see, worker for money, yes. They're $1 each. Now, do I want to take 2 power? Yeah, sure. I think I can recoup that victory point. I definitely feel I'm falling behind here, but it's tough because I think I can actually, I've got a good chance at catching up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a decent chance at catching up here. If I can boost my shipping, get that to 3, which I will, that's going to give me lots of flexibility for the longest civilization. And yeah, I think there's some good stuff coming. But my opponents, I'm just blown away by the alchemists. They've been just left to their own devices over there, and look at them go. Jeez. I did choose 2 easy AIs and 2 kind of the hard easy AIs, mainly because number 1, I don't want them thinking for half an hour before they take their turn. Number 2, I'm probably not that good, so I need the help. And so you'll have to forgive me if you feel this is not as big of a challenge as it could be. For me, it feels that way. So anyway, we're going to build... oh no, I don't want to upgrade. Darn it. I want to... cancel that. I want to build a building and get my town and get my shipping up with this town. Oh, guess I need them to be more connected, do I? I thought the shipping connected those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought that was enough. I might be miscounting that. I thought that was enough. At any rate, we can... I think we can upgrade one of them. I don't know if we can do it this turn, though, but anyway, we'll figure something out. Jeez, look at this. I am falling behind big time. I remember when I did play this game more often and I was learning the game, what I find is a great way to learn a game is to just pick one faction and then just play it over and over and over and over and over again, get decent at it, and then expand outwards. That's how I learned, Android Netrunner, and I think it's a great way to learn a game that's a bit on the heavier side, especially if there's multiple different abilities. And so, that's a pretty decent way to do it. Ah, jeez. What options are available here? Let's just see. How much power have I got here? I have 9 in bull. Oh, I don't really have a lot. I'll be in good shape next turn, though. Jeez. The bridge has already been purchased. I thought the shipping kind of closed that gap, but maybe not. It's okay. We'll get it next. We'll get the town next turn. Just because I'm not sure what else to do, I'm going to take a spot of advancement on the cult track. And I know I've fallen well behind here. So I'll just try and grab a couple power from the air one. And that opens up some possibilities with my power income. I'll have 8 in the power in bull 3 for next turn. This is where I'm hoping to just, get those advantages that the others just can't compete with. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't have a lot of cash. It's actually pretty bad. I've got I don't know, it might be worth actually upgrading another one of my things, but I'm going to have to burn a power to do it, though, because I'm not next to anyone. I upgraded the cheapest one in that town. Jeez. 4 and 6 to upgrade that guy to sanctuary. The sanctuary upgrade might... No, I think if I'm going to build a temple, it'll be next turn. Which... Jeez. I wonder. I feel like I'm kind of constrained here, but I'm not. I just feel that way. What's the thing for this turn? Shovels. The question is, do I burn through some power to upgrade my... Oh, I need to burn through a lot of power to do that, though. Jeez, that's not going to be worth it, I don't think. Yeah, I really need to upgrade my shipping again. I can get my shipping to 3, which is great. That'll be coming up shortly. I think I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to have all my power in the bowl. In bowl 3. With this. Because that would... This tile would do it. Kind of wish I could take that priest one, but... The other ones don't do me any good, so it's really the only one I can take. At least I got $1 out of it. But income has been chronically short here, so this is not good. But again, with the power comes not only great responsibility, but also great options. And I can spend that power and trade it in for coins, because I do feel like I'm really falling behind here. I'm about 31 points back of the leaders, which is not good. And the Nomad is in the same boat, but that doesn't make me feel better. I think the... And the fact, you know, I mean, I'd be happy with a second place finish at this stage, because given where, you know, where I am in this game, jeez, $11. Jeez, he's got a lot of money coming in. I got a lot of workers coming in, but as I go into negative power on some things, jeez. I don't know if I've seen that. How do you do that accounting? Oh, too bad it reset. I was up to 16 power there for a second and -5 in bowl 2. Don't know how that works. But anyway, I've got all the power I need. And so I think if I can grab the money tile, I will. Everyone else is kind of maxed out on power. And I don't know if it's a good idea to kind of save some of that power. Oh, you jerk. Took that darn bridge. I needed that, I think, for my city. Unless I'm doing my math wrong, I needed that for my city. Jeez, what a jerk. Okay. So I'm going to upgrade my shipping, because that needs to... it needs to happen anyway. Okay. Hey, jeez, we're so far back all of a sudden. I just need that darn town. I may pass first just to make sure I get a bridge the next time. But I'm going to upgrade my, just in case I'm doing my math wrong, I'm going to upgrade my, one of my settlements. And actually, I may do it, I got to make sure I get a temple this time too, and maybe get some bonuses from that. I don't feel I've played a terrible game, but I obviously have not played well enough to win this one. I'm just too far back, I think, at the moment. It's all about catching up at this stage, and that's not a spot I want to be in. But anyway, we'll see. Jeez. I wouldn't be surprised if the Alchemist is the one that comes out ahead on this one. I mean, the Halfling's doing well also, but I just see $17 there, and those can be exchanged for victory points if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be a big swing. So, anyway, that's what I foresee. Alright, so let's do... just as an experiment. I don't know how I did my math wrong, but let's say I did. Let's say this was where I wanted to go. And I'm going to place a dwelling. All right. So that did not... I do need that bridge then, I guess. So I'm going to have to make sure I pass early this turn. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to make sure I pass super early just to make sure. Now, I do have 9 power there, so that could make for one heck of a final turn, especially when I can go first. But that will be interesting. I'm just hoping to connect everything with a shipping. That'll give me the longest. I can't see anyone beating me on that one. I'm going to have a really long civilization. The nomad's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to be at 11 too, but I'm going to be building 1 extra space. It's going to be close. I'll be first or second in territories probably, but jeez. The halflings and the alchemists have just pulled ahead like crazy. So, I don't know, what would I play differently based on where this game's headed? To be honest, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I didn't have enough money, and you know, again, that might be something that people might suggest me doing next time. Jeez. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need that bridge. Well, I'll upgrade this guy. Gonna cost me 5 power, but I'm gonna take favor tile. And this is the time of the game when it's generally best to take one of these gigantic leaps forward to make sure that you got some security. Yeah, it's just... I could take the town one though. I think that's going to give me the town. Maybe I will. I'll just take this guy. That will give me the town. And I'll take the shipping. I was thrown off by the carpet flight one. But I'll take the shipping upgrade. It takes my shipping to 3. That gives me a bunch of victory points. I get a power out of it. I think that was actually a pretty decent move. Let's just see who's in first here on the, well, let's see the cult track here. I'm second on the air track, otherwise nowhere else to be found. But at the moment, I've actually got the longest, this is exactly what I was planning. Got the longest city. So that is not bad. Now I've got 4 power. I'm wondering if I probably should save that because I've got no money. Yeah, you know, I'm probably going to pass this turn so I can snag the best option on the bonus tile tracks, whatever gives me the most money. Do I want 3 power at the expense of 2 victory points? Jeez, I feel like I've just kind of gotten back in the running. Let's see. You know what, because my income, my power income is 4. If I take 3 power, yeah, it gives me a little bit of an edge. Might not be a bad... I hate to do it, but if I can load up that 3rd bowl as much as possible for the last turn, I think that's gonna make a big difference. Yeah, I don't have any priests in the cult scale. Jeez. I wish. Well, now I've got 2 income priest-wise, which is great. I don't need to upgrade my shipping, which is great, so they can just go on the cult tracks as needed. So I might be able to win the air track. I don't know. I got to double check here, but I think I'm going to pass early and see how I do. Jeez. That alchemist, though. Why do I think the alchemist is going to just dominate? Jeez. Okay, so the nomad's up, then me, then I'm gonna pass. Oh shoot, I haven't used my... Oh, I have used my shovels. Okay, I think I'm good. I'll double check before I do my move, but I think I'm kind of good to pass here. Yes, I've got tons of workers. Workers can be exchanged for money. Huh, maybe I should have been exchanging workers for money earlier. I thought it would happen automatically, but I think it automatically uses power now that I'm seeing how the app is working here. But that'll give me 18 workers going into the next round. So even if I don't have income, I've certainly got a lot of great stuff going on. Okay, and I can build as well. I can build wherever the heck I want to. My shipping basically gets me right across the board in an instant. So it's a bit too late to block people now, but it's good to know that I could. Oh, you know what? Oh. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if I could split up that nomad thing. Or their shipping must be one. Yeah, their shipping is one. Doesn't matter. I wondered how they had 11 without that one space joining them, but now I see. Okay, so I think I'm going to pass because I need to, and just have a powerful last turn. And what do I need? I need some money, and I need some advancement on the cult track, so I can live with that one. And that should be good. I'm just going to build up and have one heck of a power last turn. That's actually one of the neat things about Terra Mystica for me is you're given all this currency and you have so many different ways of spending it. You can exchange power for money or buy a tile somewhere or do something or other, and you know, it's pretty neat actually how it all kind of comes together. Gain 3 power. Yes, I think so. It's going to be costly, but I think with this power turn coming in the last round, I need everything in bowl 2. My power income is going to be 4, so that's going to send me to to have a lot of power going into the last round here. But I love how you're given all these different currencies, and you can spend workers or money or power and whatever, and it's all about figuring out and optimizing that, you know, expenditure. And I just think it's so creative. It's just such an interesting, endlessly interesting, you know, kind of puzzle, and the puzzle's constantly moving on you, and I just think it's a really, really neat thing. And there's always multiple paths you could take, you know, in terms of victory, not only on the board and structuring things on the board, because as you can see, I managed to pull out some dignity by increasing my shipping to 3. I got a fair number of victory points just for doing that, but then also joining my city up, so I've got a good chance at the longest civilization, and that is valuable. That's something that's really, I think it's just so neat. Like you got to take a look at the situation and just make a judgment call and see what's going to be your best move. And you've got just enough options that, I mean, some people would say it's overwhelming. I don't think it's overwhelming. It's challenging, but I think that the choices that you're given are narrow enough that, honestly, I think it's just well designed enough to give you the options that you need to, you know, have an interesting game. I gained 2 power. Yeah. At this point, I'm kind of resigned to not finishing first here, but we'll see. I'm gonna need all the power I can get in that last round. So, again, I just think it's complex enough. I've read reviews where people have said it's just too much, and that cult track is pasted on and all this sort of thing. But I honestly I can't see the game without it. I think it would just feel less, and I don't crave more. I feel like any more would definitely be piling a bit too much on. But the at the end of the day, I think there is a lot to go through, but just enough. It's really well balanced, and it is a heavier game though. There's no question. I mean, the fact that you can learn the game and then you've got to relearn it for 14 different factions. And then if you buy Fire and Ice, I think you get another 6 or 7. So, and each of them plays entirely differently, with different focuses and different challenges. So there's definitely a lot of game here. Like this is a game you can play for your whole life. Really, it's that big and that engrossing and that challenging. But I think I've also heard accusations that it's kind of a point salad. And I do get that. It is, in some ways, yes, it is. There's 1,000,001 ways to get points. However, I feel that, it's kind of thematic and, in the sense it all works together. It's, yes, there's a ton of ways to get points, but it's not like you finish with 1,000 points. Like a winning score is about 100 and something, maybe. About the same as Lords of Waterdeep. And I don't know if they would call that a point salad. Maybe it is. Yeah, it probably is, but I don't know. I don't see a problem with that. It's like saying, basketball is a point salad because the games finish, 110 to 105. And it's just the way the game is played. And I think that, it can be challenging in the sense that, when there's too many ways to get points, it just feels like, the value of particular actions are just diluted because there's so many ways to, kind of do that. But oh, geez, I didn't get any money from that. Yikes. But I got a couple priests, though. I got tons of power. So I'm ready to rock and roll this game. And I think I am in pretty decent shape to keep my longest civilization going. And that will give me 18 points, which will restore some credibility to me. So let's see where things sit. At the moment, I'm up by 1 on the nomads and 2 on the. I can definitely stay ahead there. I've got enough, especially with the shipping. I've got plenty. I'm not worried about those. I can expand by at least 2 more spaces this turn. So tons of options. What are the victory ones here? What do I need? Just expand. Okay. I can do that. But I want to spend this power that I've been accumulating. I want to take the $7 here. Oh, do I want a priest though? Shoot. I've got 2 priests. I'll just assume I'm good that way for now. But if it comes around to me again, I'm definitely taking those priests, or that priest. And then I go to town because I can probably do some damage on the cult track. I'm hoping I can possibly catch up on Earth. I can certainly catch up on water, and I'm a little ways back on fire, but I can catch up on, I think, water and air I've got a shot at. So, okay. So I may not be a total embarrassment by the end. It will be, at the moment I'm in last place. However, I think that we're we're going to come out pretty strong this turn. The pressure's on. I'm kind of feeling like the pressure's on here, and I'm kind of sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Jeez. Jeez, the alchemist is at 18. That's gonna sting. Huh. So I wonder if he's competing for the biggest civilization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I don't know. He's still got some options there, but interesting. Upgrading the digging. Okay. Well, let's spend some more power. And I think I can still buy a priest. No, I cannot. Darn it. I wonder who did that. I might buy 2 shovels. We'll see. I've got 7 power. I might buy 2 shovels. Let's expand. What can I cut off here? Halflings. The halflings do not have... The halflings do not have any sort of shipping, so I'm going to actually try and just minimize them. I'm going to do this. Take my shovel. Oh, and I got another advancement on the track as well. That was really smart of me. I got a lot of workers. I got a lot of money as well. Oh, I didn't realize I'm out of settlements. Shoot. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Darn it, I didn't see that one coming. Okay, I like that. That's going to give me a settlement here because I'm going to be able to upgrade my settlement, and at minimal cost, I'm gonna minimal effect. I'm gonna be able to upgrade, get a settlement back, then put a settlement down to block the halflings. I hope they don't undo that move. That would really, really. Oh, you jerks! Darn it! That was a mistake on my part. I did not check. I did not realize that I had no settlements left. Shoot! Now I'm vulnerable. Darn it. That was sloppy. All right. I need to upgrade big time. I need to get... I may upgrade to a sanctuary, to be honest. Why not? Why not? I need a favor tile. I need to advance on one of the cult tracks. Why not? And oh, the only thing is that won't give me my settlement back. Well, it is gonna happen, but jeez, that's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna upgrade this guy. It's one of those things too. If I was actually playing in a real game, I would have noticed that I didn't have a settlement much more directly. You can't. You know, the status screens are good, but they don't show the whole picture, unfortunately. So, and I do have a lot of workers, so I can still potentially, whew, he's upgrading his shipping. Damn, that's not good. Okay, this is a turn. I need this guy to not do what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he doesn't do what I think he might do, which is flip my other space. If he does that, he's a real jerk. But I've got a lot of workers. You jerk. He did it. That was sloppy play on my part. That set me back big time. Brutal. Well, I'm going to need those 2 shovels now. But I'm going to flip that right back on him. He didn't build a settlement, so I'm going to flip that one right back on him. Oh, well, he's at 102 points. I'm at 54. Jeez, that is not good. And I'm tied with the nomads for longest one. I still think I can beat him. I should have easily beaten him, but I don't know. He's still got a lot of money. I don't know. We'll see. It's not, this is not pretty. And you'll forgive my rustiness. It definitely is not something that I would have done deliberately. But I'm going to buy those 2 shovels. And I'm going to friggin' turn that one right back over to cut him off. And I'm going to place a settlement there just to mess with him. And the good news is we still got a lot of workers, so we can still afford to do some shifting for terraforming. Huh. Wow, that nomad is not giving up. Shoot. He might pass me. No, that's what the nomad's designed to do, is to expand. So with the shipping there, with his shipping upgrade, I couldn't stop him. There's nothing, well, nothing really practical I could have done. He would have, if I blocked him one spot, he would have gone to another one, so not much I could really do. So, yikes. Yeah, it looks like everyone's saved up for a power turn. The Orin is the only one that looks kind of done. But she's finishing a good almost 30 points ahead of me, so if she has to pass, it's not a bad time. She does have some power to spend. I don't know what maybe she'll spend it on. 2 workers on. Oh, all right. Interesting. What options do I have now? Yeah, let's grab some priest. Oh, geez, the priest spaces are all used up. Should have just checked that, but it's okay. I can still compete for this guy. Don't know what it's asking me to do here. Huh. It's not letting me. It seems to be... Sorry, it seems to be telling me that I need to use my priest bonus for the card, so I guess that's fine. As long as the other spots don't get used up. There's a bunch of priests still out there, so at least a couple of them could be used to fill those spots. Yeah, just to continue my previous thought, you know, the game does have a lot going on, and it does have a lot, you know, there's a lot of options. That is also to say there are a lot of options, you know, and to hit everything in the right order, you got to be pretty sharp. You know, you got to be awake to play this game. It's not a light kind of thing where you can just, you know, fire it up for a quick, you know, game at the end of the night. I think this is going to be the meat of your game night, and you're going to have to just live with that because, yeah, it's going to have to be the main game of your night, and you might play some other lighter games around it. But this is, you know, the app definitely speeds it up. This game is going to come in probably at around 90 minutes, but I could easily see a game of this coming in typically at, you know, 2 to 3 hours likely. So, where am I still competitive? Probably I think I'm, for whatever reason, it wouldn't let me play the priest on that space, but I think it was telling me I could only play the priest for a one space advance, so that where you keep the priest for the following turn. I don't know why it made me do that, but yeah, either way, I think at some point, maybe when I'm done my series of playing through all the factions with a 5-minute strategy reading, I'm going to probably return to the Giants and show you that I can win with them. I have won with them in the past, and I usually do relatively decently. But this game just got out of hand. I don't know what happened. So, yeah, it's not pretty. So now where I'm second on the chart for the longest civilization, and the alchemists are still in the running for that, which is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can spend a priest properly this time. And what I want to do is why won't it let me do that? It says it won't let me. Huh, that is weird. I'm not sure if there's some weird thing with regard to that, but I guess I'll do... shoot. You know what? Before I do that, I want to make sure I can upgrade this guy. 4 and 6. Let me see what favor tiles are still available. Yeah, still a lot. Water and earth. Let's see where things stand on the water track. And the earth track. Our earth is out of it. You know what? I think I can justify this and take the water track and I still have my priest there, so I can advance another one if need be. Maybe get a little bit into the running with those, with that one there. The Orin's totally spent. The halfling doesn't have much left. I've got a lot of workers left. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what the heck are you doing? He's just looking to be a real jerk. I don't know. Yikes. What the heck? All right. Now I have a pretty good... I may have upgraded the wrong building there too. Kind of in a bizarre twist. I would like to play this one. Why isn't it letting me? I do not understand why it only lets me do that one. That is so weird. I'm gonna have to look this up because it is potentially game affecting and I can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's not letting me. I gotta choose that one. It's the only one it'll let me do. Maybe there's some rule in the last turn or something like that. It has to happen that way. I don't know. That's bizarre. Okay. Jeez, look at this guy. He is just building all over the place. Now, I've obviously lost to the Nomad in the last turn here. We'll see what the Alchemists do. He's going to upgrade his shipping. Oh, it looks like the Alchemists are done. So, what is my best play here then? Let's see what tiles are available for purchase still. The bridge. Don't actually need the bridge anymore. Who buys the bridge? Only me. So I got onto the tracks for water and air. Not great, but it's okay. I'm reasonably okay with those standings. I wish it could be higher, but I don't know why I was blocked from doing that. Maybe someone can explain in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Is it better to upgrade or... Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to do here. I guess I can... Who am I competing with for the longest? Yeah, I think the alchemists have passed, so I don't think I can actually lose here in that sense. But let's just exchange for these for a coin here, and then let's try and terraform. Let's try and terraform. No, this one. It's 2 shovels, 6 workers. I don't really see the need for anything else at the moment, so we'll just do this as insurance. I don't have any settlements left. Darn it, I keep forgetting about that. Well, I think he passed. I think I'm the last guy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see, is there any... Yeah, there was a bonus for placing those things. Maybe I didn't need to upgrade to the temple, but we'll see how it plays out on the cult track. Let's see about upgrading. Can I upgrade a building? We need to upgrade this guy. It's going to cost $2 and $3, so I'm going to spend a power to do that. And again, this is where it's kind of neat with the different currencies. Well, I'm the last player here, so this is where the currencies where you can say, okay, I want to spend 1 power, I want to do this, I want to do that. I think it's really, really neat how it all kind of comes, you know, you can trade one thing for another, you know, trade burn power, burn, you know, workers, whatever. Yeah, so I think it's a really neat thing. Now, unfortunately, I think I may have cost myself badly here because I'm going to finish 1 short of the biggest territory, or at least tying with the nomads, so because of my miscalculation earlier. But hey, I think it's time for me to pass and just you know, see what the final scoring gives me and see where we end up. So let's see, is it going to do some final scoring, or is it just going to add them up real quick? It's going to add them up real quick. So I ended up with 76 points, which was well behind everyone. So nothing to be too proud of here. The winner was, interestingly, the halflings. I thought the alchemists actually stood the best chance, but what do I know? Obviously not much. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking with me if you've watched the whole thing. I hope maybe you learned some things about Terra Mystica. If you're new to the game, you could see another relative beginner. Even though I've played a fair bit back years ago, I feel like I'm a bit of a beginner again. But if you gathered some ideas, some strategies, and I hope you did, then please like and subscribe. Once again, I'm NATO. This is Legendary Tactics. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.